idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Tony Snell's checked in for Derrick Rose. Now, here's Howard. Defense is right there. Outside Butler. And Irving pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Here's Howard. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Howard's got 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it, and he gets it to go.
And another quick lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
There's 39 seconds left in the first. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. No good from the wing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And the pass to Howard. Shoots a 3. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Howard against Irving. Elbow shot is on the way, and it's sent back by Bogut. Three-pointer, Butler, and released it in time, but it's... We have a star-studded matchup with LeBron James going against Freak, who had this to say about playing it. Both guys mean so much, Clark, to their team. Who do you give the edge to in this game?
I typically lean towards the home team, Kevin, and that's where I'm going to go. No disrespect to LeBron here. He's the perennial MVP, but Freak is, you know, he's one of the brightest up-and-coming players we have in the game today, and he looks extremely motivated to defend home court, too. So I think he'll make it happen, him and his team.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls. And Chicago has possession. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And when things started to go wrong for them in that game, boy, did they ever go wrong. They just could never get back on track in that game.
Greg, the problem to me was no consistency. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they couldn't build on it.
Thompson misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor.
Oh!
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. The screen from Thompson. Tries to save it. 1:44 left here in the second. Howard, the pass to Bogut. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Butler's got 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
James, left side. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Butler on the wing, covered by LeBron. Howard kicks to Mirotic. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
The feed to Mirotic. And Shumpert pulls it down.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
James outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Cavaliers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And the technical free throw is good. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. .32 seconds left here in the second. Down low. It's stolen by Bogut. Howard against Irving. Howard drives in. There's the dish to Bogut. Butler with the ball. Working on James. Snell kicks to Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. Howard in the post. Shot from 12. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. James. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. You go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls the Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
And so we wrap up the first.
Guys, I'm here.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Howard's checked in for Dunleavy. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Derrick Rose. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Howard in at shooting guard. Jimmy Butler is out there at Mirotic. Then it's Bogut. And it's Sloan in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Irving drives in. Shumpert with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Bulls shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The Bulls leading by 16. 1:46 left in the third. Stolen by Thompson. Left side Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Howard shoots from the baseline. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 16.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Here's Dellavedova. And that one goes long. Howard in the post, covered by Irving. Howard dishes to Butler. Back to Howard. Fires for 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And stolen by Butler. And Howard, here we go. He kicks to Mirotic. Outside Butler. It's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Howard against Shumpert. On the wing, Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. Excellent D from Howard.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Shumpert passes to Irving. Misses from close range. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Howard's checked in for Dunleavy. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Derrick Rose. Cleveland also making some changes. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Shumpert in at the 1.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Another miss by Shumpert. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Boston.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams, Greg. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Noah. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Harris against Bogut. Love kicks to Shumpert. Love with the screen for Shumpert. He used that pick to get in close.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Here's Howard. Pass to Sloan. Sloan off a pick from Howard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The first one falls. And so Chicago takes this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Joakim Noah. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, They're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie, not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
you're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take.
New York City. What a great view in the bright lights of the Big Apple. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Freak subbed in for Dunleavy. So for Chicago right now, Howard in at shooting guard. Bogut out there at Mirotic. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Here's Rose. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Williams kicks to Stevenson. There's a screen. Pass to Anthony. The 15-footer, and that one's good. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Butler dishes to Bogut. Williams against Rose. Here's Howard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And whenever Freak finds himself in New York, Clark, you can always bet on seeing his mom and dad in the stands watching him play.
Well, Freak is somewhat the pride of New York with his roots and ties to the city. When they own you, they embrace you, you're theirs. And it's always nice to see a player getting that kind of love from his hometown fans.
Tony Snell's checked in for Rose. Williams kicks to Serafin. Here's a Flalo. Takes it off the glass. Here is Howard. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Over to the left wing. Mirotic passes to Butler. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Williams against Howard. They set the pick. Smith kicks to Aflalo. Jumper off the screen. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Butler off a pick from Howard, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 6th in blocks, 7th in opponent field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And going back to their block shot, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
He dishes it to Mirotic. Snell, the pass to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. He hits the second from the line. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Williams. Sloan dishes to Bogut. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Josh Smith. The Bulls have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts right around.
Going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Smith. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Williams. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Williams. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Butler comes in for Tony Snell. And Freak subbed in for Donald Sloan. They've got Kevin Seraphin. Aflalo is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Anthony, and it's Porzingis in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And on the sideline, we'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers wasn't happy with how he played. He had 6 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. A trend sort of developing now. It's been a streak of less than stellar games. These are hard sometimes to break out of, and we'll be watching to see him try to do just that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great job. You know, even the best players have weak games, guys. And I think we saw that pretty clearly.
Yeah, and the question now becomes, you know, can you bounce back? Will he be able to put that game behind him?
That is the question, Greg, and I'm guessing he can. I'm sure he's discouraged, but he won't dwell on it. He knows how to deal with having an off night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The pass to Aflalo. To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis, covered by Noah. Seraphin kicks to Stevenson. Puts it up. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 11 points, and the basket from Carmelo Anthony.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Howard kicks it to Noah. Mirotic with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside Howard, and he gets it to go. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. But once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Knicks making a switch here. And both free throws good for Seraphin. The Bulls leading by 12. Howard kicks to Mirotic. Back to Howard. The feed now to Noah. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
That's good. 6 points for Aaron Aflalo.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And Howard, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City games.
The Knicks making a switch. Williams is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Stevenson passes to Blatch. Outside Anthony. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Howard kicks to Mirotic. Feeds to Gasol. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. Butler dishes to Gasol. 4 on the clock. Releases from 15, and the jumper falls for him. Gasol's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
What makes him so special is his high skill level for a big man. He can really contribute in any number of ways.
Butler against Anthony. Kicks it to Williams. From the arc. The shot no good. Excellent D from Howard.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one's good. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Here's Stevenson. 14 points from him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and that one falls for Howard. And so Howard nails both of them. So as we conclude the first half, so far...
Well, Pow, tell us...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Howard's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Rose. Taking a look at the Bulls, Howard in a 2-guard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Bogut. Nice D from Bogut.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game one tonight. Yeah, very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Bulls leading by 11. 1:52 left to play in the third. Sloan, that's good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Williams passes to Smith. Now Williams. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Fast break, here they come. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Williams.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And the Knicks making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And it's Butler missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And a follow wide open. He shoots. And the Knicks miss again. The Bulls leading by 17. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Dishes to Mirotic. And Sloan kicks to Bogut. No good. And New York the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. There's the pick. Williams attacking. Passes it to O'Quinn. Misses the 3. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Howard kicks to Mirotic. Butler against Williams. Butler dishes to Mirotic. Here's Howard. Stolen by O'Quinn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Nick City Lancers.
Welcome back as we get ready to start. And so Chicago takes this one.
Well, pal, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Pau Gasol. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Boy, how many times are we going to see Pau Gasol come out and control a basketball game like he did tonight? This guy who for years has been a mastermind of the low post game. Points, rebounds, assists. You're going to get it all from Pau Gasol on the block, not to mention his veteran leadership.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Down the city. I gotta hold down the city.